Adda 24/7. My name is Niharika Valia Bhatnagar, and I am with you with the area of ABFM. As you already know, the Victory series is going on. That means we are covering the entire syllabus from the point of view of a mixed area. That means we are covering each and every aspect of the book, but now in a mixed way. Earlier, we were done with this entire area in the form of individual chapters, and now I've started with this area. Okay? Chaliye, everyone, share the session, like the session, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe our channel as well. Okay, so let's go ahead, everyone. Okay, here comes the first question, everyone. The first question is related to the area of MIS, Management Information System. When we talk about MIS is Management Information System. See, if I want to control something, I really need to know the status of that particular thing beforehand. That means facilitating decision making by providing reliable information. I'm sorry. Then providing financial resources efficiently, ensuring compliance with legal regulations, or executing day-to-day operational tasks. When we talk about management information system, it can be defined what is the primary responsibility. It really provides us the information as and when the information is required. Right? That is what we define in the area of MIS. This is one of the control measures. Acha, everyone, based upon this, here comes the next point as well. This talks about what is the purpose of management audit? To examine financial statements for accuracy, number one. Then the next point that comes is to evaluate the effectiveness of management processes, to conduct internal investigations on fraudulent activities, or to analyze the market trends and competitor strategies. What's going to be the answer according to you? What is the purpose of management audit? Management audit basically checks the management in terms of their work. If they are taking decisions, then how are they taking decisions? If they're making up the organization, on what basis they are making up the organization? All those things have to be seen and checked. Na? On what basis the organizations are being built up. So basically, it is just to review their effectiveness of the management process. How are they making that particular thing working? Done, everyone? Chaliye. Now comes the next question. Everyone? What is the information control in business? What is something that we can define as information technology controls? IT controls have played a very important role, but earlier IT controls weren't that strong. So that's why there were loopholes in the area. So people were able to grab the informations as and when they wanted to. Activities carried out to ensure business goals are accomplished. Number one, regulations governing the use of technology in the workplace. Then techniques for data encryption and decryption, or measures to prevent cyber attack. When we talk about IT, na, it is basically to make sure that the business goals are achieved. That means if in this case, if it is required to keep the data integrated, keep the data together to do something of these types, then it is also a part of it. Done, everyone? Chali, here comes the next question. Which of the following is a characteristic of organization control techniques? Huh? In managing or information system. First is appointing an expert committee, delegating financial powers, or the next part is establishing coordination between hardware and software uh, and human resources, or creating a budget for projects and expenses. What's going to be the answer, everyone? What's going to be the answer? Which of the following is the characteristic of organizational control, everyone? When we talk about organizational control in the point in organizational control techniques, see, we are trying to have a control where people are connected in the organization and they are doing their work in the way they are supposed to, you know. So we are actually establishing the coordination between the hardware, software, as well as human resources. Next point. What's going to be the answer? Which financial control technique involves in the area of delegation of the financial? Delegation matlab I'm not going to do the work on my own. I'm going to share it with the peers. Delegation of financial authority within an organization. Authorization, then budgetary control, delegation of financial powers, or financial analysis. What's going to be the answer? The correct answer is delegation of financial powers. Though this was easily visible in the question itself. Here comes the next question, everyone. Uh, how does budgetary control contribute towards financial control techniques, everyone? By creating a record of financial transactions, by delegating financial powers to the employees, or by establishing the financial ceiling and monitoring expenses, or by analyzing the financial data for decision making. How does budgetary control? Actually, budgetary control puts a specific pressure on the people where they are supposed to do the work in a proper manner. You know, you put them under a pressure that they are supposed to follow the rules, isn't it? What's going to be the answer? How does budgetary control contribute towards the financial control? Basically, na, it puts a particular ceiling. When we have a budget set, na, then we don't want to go above it. We'll be worried about that particular part, isn't it? So that is for monitoring expenses. That keeps a check on us for everything that we are doing, right? Then, what are the validity checks in terms of IT controls? Huh? What are validity checks, everyone? Matlab, whether we are looking at it is correct or not? है ना? Checks that ensure data integrity, checks that ensure only valid data is input or processed, or checks that identify users definitely, or checks that authenticate users' identities. What's going to be the answer, everyone? Validity checks. Validity checks in terms of IT control, I would say it is based upon you have to check only the valid data gets into the particular processes, because processes are already defined. Then, what do input controls ensure in terms of, see, when we are putting the things in the particular area, what is the power of input? Power of input is if the input is wrong, the entire report would be wrong, है ना? Which is definitely not good. What's going to be the answer? The IT control ensure the IT application. We are looking at definitive identification, authentication, data integrity, or access to the information by pre-approved users. In this case, data integrity, input controls. Na, when you are putting things into it, then obviously we don't want a lot of people to be a part of it. है ना? Wrong information would simply mean we'll get the things which are absolutely wrong. Chaliye then. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is related to the area of CISO or CIO, everyone. What's going to be the answer here? What is the role of Chief Information Officer or Chief Information Security Officer? Ensuring the financial compliance, managing the internal controls, overseeing the IT, the safety, accuracy of the data systems, or developing IT governance framework. See, IT governance framework is definitely not their problem. You know, they are not here to follow that particular part. So, is it the financial compliance? No, they're looking into the information. So they would want that information is given properly, done properly, and followed properly. है ना? Correct? The chief information security officer is making sure that the information where it is input, where it is kept, where it is stored, and then where it is processed, it is not going wrong. What do you think? So in this case, what's going to be the answer? Overseeing the safety, accuracy, and reliability of the systems is the main thing, na? Everyone, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe to our channel, and make sure that you have clicked on the bell icon as well. Get the notifications of whatever is happening in our classes. And everyone, as I told you, please check out our courses. If you are interested in buying any of our courses, then hurry up, because the courses are available at a discount of 81%, and this particular opportunity will end soon. So it's better that before this particular offer ends, you go ahead and look out for our courses. है ना? चलिए, let's move on. Acha everyone, this is where which framework outlines best practices for the governance or and management information system and technology. What's going to be the answer? COSO or COBIT, ITIL, or ISO 27001. We say ISO and OL is basically international standards on this particular area. Now, when we talk about ISO, na, ISOs are super important, and they recognize the particular area where people are able to uh, basically trust the organization because they work in that specific manner altogether. Then COSO and COBIT. These are both governance-based frameworks, but when we talk about the best one in terms of the management information system, that would be COBIT. Okay, COBIT has COBIT 5 as well as the principles which enables the utilization of COBIT. Done. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Acha, we have talked about this and what are the components of internal control identified by COSO? Valid checks, authentication as well as authorization, control environment, risk assessment, control activities, information communication, and monitoring or identification, authorization, and motivation. The authentication as well as authorization. In this case, see, if you are identified, then whether you are allowed to go inside or not, that has to be made sure. Then authorization to take the permissions, IT governance, management, compliance, all these things have to be reviewed further. Now, everyone, everybody sorted? Done? I think the answer would be control environment, risk assessment, control activities, and even information and communication technology. Done? Done, everyone? There is control environment, risk assessment, all these things are a part of it. Chaliye. Now let's move on to the next question. Which of the following sentences does not fail to emphasize the connection between planning and controlling? Planning and controlling are very, very important, everyone. Without controlling, you won't be able to understand that what was the previous code and was it reasonable even or it wasn't. है ना? The planning part is done and then you do the corrective actions wherever required, wherever necessary. The managerial task of planning and controlling are seen as two separate. They are two separate areas. Planning without control is pointless, and while controlling without planning is an exercise of utility. If you don't have a good plan, why are you in your working area? Everyone, when we talk about the planning, the organization can always ask you, "Acha, if your work is done, then what is exactly that you were doing?" So then how will you answer? So planning and controlling goes hand in hand. You deny it or not? When we talk about this particular thing, then in such a scenario, that organization should be looking forward to it. You know, what's gonna be the answer, everyone? What's gonna be the answer, everyone? When we talk about the connection between planning and controlling, planning is the initiator. ठीक है? Then controlling is evaluative while planning is prescriptive. नहीं, कई बार the decisions of the lower level are also considered because they are so brilliantly made. Then both the planning and controlling process are intertwined. Intertwined matlab they're connected and they're mutually, they rely on each other. That is true, everyone. Based upon one particular area, they look forward to what's the next part. But the actual answer is when we talk about the particular managerial task of planning and control, we are not seen. They're not being present. They're not looking forward towards area with complete transparency. They still have to keep certain things with them, na? Done, everyone? Chaliye. Then this is it for the day, everyone. But before I end my session, I hope you have gone through our website. If you haven't, then this is the perfect time. What's going to be the answer, everyone? When we look forward towards the answers and question, the best thing is if you are planning well, then why not Adda 24/7? You can look forward to this specific area altogether. Click on the area of Adda 24/7, and this is where you will land up. Learning today, leading tomorrow. Look onto the area of JIB and CIB. Look onto the area of specifically the CIB June 2024 batches. All the batches are available here, everyone. CIB Mahapacks are available. AIM and JEET batch is also available. So if you are planning to look forward to our courses, then hurry up. The skill of Acha. Now, when we talk about the specific area, look at this. You go ahead and purchase a GIB 2.0. 2.0 means, in this case, you get the 5 plus hours of Maha Marathon, 10 plus hours of mini marathon, regular classes, recorded classes, ebooks, test series, everything is included. Right? When we look at this particular area, just click on the area of buy now, then use the code Y 541 and get the discount right away, everyone. As you can see, as you can apply, you will get it for 81% discount at 6500. So hurry up and check it out on our website or on our app for further details. Thank you so much for being there. Don't forget to take up our courses if you haven't done it yet. Done, everyone. Bye bye.